to our podcasts. I listen to at least 2 of our podcasts every single day since you were gone. Literally.
Yeah.
Mainly I'm at home. There's no Wi-Fi at the crib right now. So they're on my computer. I just throw them on. And I'm vibing to them, bro. I'll do my mobility while I'm just listening to it and just dying, bro.
Yeah.
Rewinding shit.
I think, especially was being off the air. Or actually, no, not even. Yeah, being physically off for the last 3 weeks, even though we put out, those 2 episodes, that was an opportunity kind of for us to kind of reflect.
True.
And see where we're at.
Very true.
But I'm saying, bro, fuck it, we're tough.
We're really tough, bro.
We're tough.
I love this podcast. And the one thing I like is that the one reason we even started doing it was just because we just wanted to do it. Like, it truly, no disrespect, listeners, but it really doesn't. It doesn't start with you guys.
It really doesn't.
It doesn't. Like, we do this because we just love doing it.
Mm-hmm.
We love chilling, coming in the theater room, kicking back, talking, and cracking some rocks open and just talking shit.
Yeah.
Or sometimes talking about some real stuff. And the feedback that we've gotten from listeners is just the supreme bonus.
Yeah.
And it does definitely motivate us to keep going, but we just love doing this because we love doing this. So
100%.
Which is what makes it so good.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And it's funny because people have asked you, have asked me, I like what you guys are doing. I want to start a podcast too. What should we do? And I'm like, honestly, man, just get a laptop and some mics and turn that bitch on and go.
Yeah.
Like, there's no blueprint to do this shit.
I couldn't really give advice.
No, I wouldn't know where to start.
No.
It's like, I literally ask, so, okay, what are you guys going to talk about? We're going to talk about fitness. All right, cool.
Yeah.
Just be authentic. Don't bullshit.
That's it.
Be you.
That's it.
Because here's the biggest thing, and this is one thing that I realized listening to the podcast is I can tell when I hear myself and I'm like, I'm talking shit right there.
Yeah.
And 100%. I
100%.
don't like it.
Yeah.
And it's those moments where I was like, why was I faking? Like, just be you. Because it sounds better.
Yeah.
It sounds better. And that's what I love when I was listening to Best of Joe Knows, Joe Rants. Every rant was real.
Yeah, dog. And it's funny you say that because
I was like, this guy was really upset.
That's one thing that I've reflected on is, like, I'll listen to our stuff and I'll be like, everything I'm saying I feel, and like a part of me is like, I should have held that. I shouldn't have pulled that trigger. Yeah. But then I'm like, you know what, man, whatever, bro.
Yeah.
Like, or I'll have that feeling of like, what if this person hears it, or what if that person hears it? But like, whatever, man. Like, whatever. If you know me in my real life, I'm not just walking around saying bitch. So it's like, take it or leave it, man. I enjoy every second of this podcast.
Yep.
So I don't give a shit. It's joy to me, and I'm gonna keep doing it.
So with that being said, I'm going to say something that I didn't mention to anyone, even including Joe. I purposely left out the last episode that we did release. I think it was called shit. It was the one where I talked about Black Lives Matter. And we kind of both got heated. And I think I took it up too far. I think it was called Why Can't We All Just Matter?
No, that one was Black Tie, Black Lives, Why Can't We All Matter?
Yes, that was the one. That was the last one.
At the back of my head, man.
Jesus,
I listen to these shit.
So, while we were editing, I felt like I didn't want to bring that one in because that was too heavy-handed. And I probably said some things that I don't feel the same way about because I've had the opportunity to go to another continent and I've spoken to white people, black people, and they've given me a better understanding of how Black Lives Matter relates to them.
Okay.
So
I'd love to hear that.
Some of the things I said on the last episode regarding Black Lives Matter, I want to apologize for. And a couple of them was like, talking about how, Black Lives Matter is a selfish movement, and that it should incorporate all lives. I get that, and I don't stand by it anymore, but at the same time, I do understand what I was trying to say. And so this is what I'm trying to say now is I apologize for the animosity I had behind it, but now that I've gone to another place, I understand what it means to certain people. So being in South Africa, I was talking to white people and black people, and they're asking me, like, how do you feel about this whole Black Lives Matter movement and all the police shootings? And I'm like, it's fucked up. It sucks, but like, to be honest, I don't see it affecting me because the world is such a big place. Like, you guys don't have to deal with that shit because your police are black.
Right.
They know how to handle you.
Right.
But then one of the white people are like, yeah, but man, honestly, when one of these cops pulls me over, bro, I feel like I'm just as scared as you are being pulled over in Toronto. And I'm like, why? He's like, because here I'm the minority. And that's when it clicked in. I was like, shit.
We're not even used to thinking like that.
I get it.
You see a white person, like, oh, you're elite. You're the elitist. Yes, you're
but he was breaking it down to me. He's like, yo, bro, I get pulled over weekly.
Really?
Yeah. Because it's just the local police trying to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Trying to get him scared. But when they realize he knows the language, he knows how to articulate himself, he knows the law, they can't fuck with him. Now imagine it's just a white person, a tourist. What if I was white, just in a whip? I don't know where I'm going. Right. I just got a driver. They could fuck me up.
100%.
So he said, because I told him how I really felt about it. And he's like, I think you have it wrong, man. And then he broke it down to me. He's like, take away everything you know about the city of Toronto or the government and just be a black guy walking in the street. Now you get stopped by the cops. And you don't know what you did. But they're just throwing shit at you. Yeah. He's like, that's how he felt his first 2 years there. And he's been there for 8 years now inside that. I was like, fuck, I get it. My bad. So now, coming back, I was like, that shit I said I want to see Black Lives Matter interrupt the Carabana parade.
Thing?
I don't know if they did.
No, they didn't because they bitches. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean.
Sorry. No, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean it.
But nope.
Going back to that original point, I get it. I think I have a better understanding for it. And you know what? The Black Lives Matter group, they have so much support around the world. I've seen it.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, they do.
It's real, bro.
It's real.
It is real.
And it's not just like black people supporting it. It's white people too.
It's
like,
everybody.
It's everybody. Yeah. Like it's nice to know that people across the world are noticing it and are like, that shit's fucked up. Because from their perspective, they're feeling it the same way. Yeah. Only it's different race, different culture, different religion.
Right. And, you know, I get that, and I'm glad you kind of got to get that perspective. It's always beautiful when you can go to another place and kind of see a different perspective. But in your defense, real quick, we're listening, because I've listened to that podcast legit, no bullshit. I've probably heard it 15 to 20 times since you've been gone.
I've listened to it only one more time.
That's fair. And
because I was
bro, you're busy, dog. Like, you know.
No, not only that, I was busy, yes, but at the same time, I didn't want to hear it again because I was like,
you felt bad about it.
Felt bad about it.
That's cool.
Yeah.
To your defense, though, I would say that you were mainly upset about the ignorance that those Black Lives Matters protesters showed in interrupting the.
Yeah.
It was more the ignorant side that made you upset, not the actual thing itself. Because
the message,
because we did address before we even started that rant. We did address that we represent black people, we are black people, and we want our culture to be respected as equals. So we do obviously stand behind the true message and the true movement, but there's always going to be that ignorant bunch in that movement that just fucks it up for the real movement.
Yeah.
So that's what you really touched on. And to touch on a little bit of what I said on that is that, and I still kind of stand by that, man, and what you just said kind of proved it, like, this shit's not going to get better, dog.
It's not.
And it just shows that even in other countries, even if it's not black people being oppressed, like, it's white people being oppressed.
Yeah.
Like, so, which is all a cause of, you know, especially in Africa, Africans being oppressed and feeling like, yo, dog, we the majority now, so we fucking with y'all white people.
Yup. That's exactly the message.
Message is just, yo, we're all the fucking same, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the part that's frustrating for me, and like I said, man, it's just I don't believe it's gonna get better. I want it to, and if I see a light at the end of the tunnel, I'll definitely do my part to
absolutely contribute.
And you know, and in my day-to-day life, obviously, I'm fair to everybody, so that's how I contribute.
Yeah,
I treat everybody fairly. I treat everybody the same. I don't look at colors and none of that. And that's what I think. If everyone just did that, like, just don't, like, color doesn't matter. Just don't look at the color. Just don't.
Like,
don't look at what someone's wearing. Don't look at their hairstyle. Don't look at that.
Like, just, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not gonna be ignorant to the fact that if we're all walking, if I walk into a room for a job interview and there's 3 other dudes and they're white and I'm the only black guy, immediately I'm gonna think, damn it, I got 1 in 4 chance.
And that's in us.
That's in us. But that's an underdog thing.
Yeah.
That's like
100%.
Now I gotta step it up.
Yeah.
But see, to me, that's what makes us rise to the occasion, because we have that underdog mentality. I've never walked into a room full of white people and felt like, man, I ain't shit. Never. I've always walked into a room and I'm like, I'm better than all these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
And I'm going to show them.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm not even better, but like I'm here too.
Yeah, but I'm here too.
Yeah.
I've never felt like my skin color is, I'm going to be third best because these two white boys have blue eyes and blonde hair. No. But I get that feeling that the older generation might have, where you've walked into a room and felt, man, I got to fight 10 times harder. I get it. At the same time, I've never been in a position where I feel like I've been discriminated against because I'm black. Now, it might be from a police authoritative standpoint.
That's what I was going to say. But yes, I see what you're saying.
In terms of like a work environment, a school environment, I've never felt that way. Now, maybe I'm different. Maybe and this is what the guy was telling me. He's like, a lot of black people that have the same opinion that you have may have never been oppressed or been in a situation where they felt like their blackness has caused them to not reach the fruits of their labor, so to speak. I'm like, yeah, you have a point still. And then when I thought about it, I'm like, okay, so high school, I was good. Ryerson, St. Lawrence, Queens, good life now. I worked for Johnson & Johnson. I'm like, man, you know what? Ain't nobody really held me back.
Yeah.
If anything, I was given opportunities and I fucked them up.
Yeah.
Because of what I did.
Right.
And I'm like, yeah, I've never really... The only time I could really think about it was dealing with police. And that's the issue we're talking about now.
True.
So, for me, I think I was taking my experiences and involving it in the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
Whereas I was not looking at it specifically from a from a boys in blue to men in black standpoint or black men standpoint.
Here comes
Men in black, men in black. Don't you remember?
Tough. But yeah, I mean, it's true. And you know, we can go back and forth on the Black Lives Matter movement all day, all night.
Hold on. That was Cinnamon Toast Crunch? I haven't seen a Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yo, sorry, listeners. We're in the theater room and you know we're watching some TV.
That was a Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Do you have those chips? Those fucking cereal.
Cinnamon tins?
Yeah.
The way that milk is poured onto the cereal look.
Bruh.
Bless.
I think because I'm a little hungry right now. So
and you know what it is? Oh, yo. Oh, Brooke. Oh, shit. Yo, I had a crush on her for so long, dog.
All right, but what are you going to say?
But, you know, I was going to say that, you know, Cinnamon Toast Crunch is something that...
Hold on, is that what you're going to talk about?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch is something that I'm glad it's still a staple. Like, okay. I'm glad it's still relevant. I'm glad it's stayed around.
Okay.
I'm glad it's still here.
Okay.
Just like
OKC.
Still happy that Russell Westbrook stayed in the building, nigga.
Mr. Russell.
Mr. Westbrook. Yo, there was rumors that this nigga was dipping.
Bro, when I saw that meme on Instagram,
Russell.
I was happy for him still.
Russ West.
You know what he just did that there? He said, I ain't no KD, bitch.
Bitch, nigga.
I'ma ride with this wave.
I'ma ride it.
Bro.
Dog.
So Westbrook, I'm gonna say right now, Russell Westbrook.
Go ahead.
2017 MVP.
Yeah, absolutely. And I feel like him locking in, dog, the man's gonna come out like a bat. Listen.
He's averaging 30, 10, and 9.
Listen to me, listeners.
And that's
Game 1, he will have 38 points.
Yeah.
12 rebounds and 13 assists.
Triple-double off the bat.
Fight me.
Bro, you play fantasy every year. Is he not the number one pick overall this year?
Real shit, my nigga?
Yeah.
Yo, no bullshit.
Is he not the number one?
2 days ago, I was on the GO train heading to work.
And I love Anthony Davis. But Russ...
Dog.
But...
Real shit, bro. 2 days ago, I was on the GO train heading to work, and it just hit me. Like, I'm like, oh shit, yo, fantasy's around the corner. Like, so I'm starting to think about my draft picks. I'm starting to think about who's first. And look, listeners, y'all know who my first draft pick is every motherfucking year. The King. LeBron. We don't say James no more.
Nah,
he's
a first name. He's Mr. LeBron.
The King.
Or you can call him Bron.
This year, I did the
G-check.
I mean, if it's fantasy, I'm trying to win. So I mean. Yeah. I might have to go with this Russell Westbrook real quick. LeBron.
Yo, real talk.
You in there for the second round because
this is the first year I think you can realistically pick KD second round because he's not gonna give you those numbers.
Yo, KD's gonna average
like 18.
No, he won't average. KD's gonna average 23, 4, and 4.
There's about First of all, DeRozan's gonna average more than that.
Yes, he will.
Kyle Lowry's gonna average more than that. DeRozan and Kyle both averaging 25.
Yeah,
one thing,
yeah.
Jordan
You're
said
right.
one thing
You're
that
right.
I really, really appreciate. It's done. Yeah, it's over. Did you watch the game? I didn't watch the game. I didn't watch highlights.
I didn't watch shit. I
But
watched
every
highlights,
game
dog.
they blew.